lovelies, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you've come to join me in my little home today. I'm working on a little bit of a sewing project that actually I started before I was married, and I just have neglected it, and so here I am getting in some sewing time, and so I thought I would chat to you for a little bit. If you're new here, my name is Macalyn, and I make videos on biblical womanhood and life, and I'm so glad that you've come to join me. So something I wanted to discuss today is the art of homemaking before you are a homemaker. And this is something my mom really taught me. She taught me a lot of skills before I was married, and I didn't even realize she was teaching them to me until I got married and became a homemaker, and I realized I know how to do these things because my mother taught me. So if you're a single woman or a woman who's living on her own and unmarried and wants to learn how to be a homemaker or some things she can take on and learn and cultivate in herself now, these are some things my mother taught me that I am so thankful that she taught me. First of all is spending daily time in the Word. So as a Christian, my relationship with God is first and foremost. And from a very young age, my parents taught me, when you wake up, you spend time in the Word. You read your Bible, you spend time in prayer, and they did this in several different ways. My dad often would do a Bible study with us in the mornings, but even my mom around the breakfast table with our homework, our school and whatnot, she would have a little devotion she would read to us and whatnot, and that just really ingrained in me how important it is. And now that I'm a homemaker, it is so important that I'm spending daily time in the Word so I can love my husband well, love others well, and serve God in the 24 hours He gives me in each day. Serve Him as I am homemaking and making my home a place that is glorifying to Him. A second thing she taught me was how to cook. When I was a child, she used to have me in the kitchen and I would be there helping her, with the salads or whatnot. And it wasn't until I was much older when she actually had me help her in the kitchen as far as baking and whatnot, because I was a little bit accident prone. I struggled so much with setting things on fire and exploding things inside the oven and burning things. It was a little bit of a disaster. So I didn't start actually cooking in the kitchen and making my family's meals until I was a teenager for such reasons. But then when I was about, I want to say 16 or 17, I started cooking dinner every Friday night for my family. And that gave me a lot of really good practice and learning how to make things. And so now that I manage my own home, I know how to cook and I know how to prepare things for my husband. And nothing is really scary. There's no recipe that I'm, oh dear, I don't know if I can do this. Is it too hard? I have all the practical skills that I need. And so I'm so thankful that my mother taught me that. And I think if you are living at home with your parents, a very good idea would be to ask them, like, hey, one night a week or every other week, can I try to make dinner? And maybe cook alongside your mom. If you've never cooked before, ask her if she'll teach you. Can I help you make dinner tonight? And really gain those skills, and that will be such a blessing to your future home. Another thing that my mom taught me was to get enough rest. Yes. Oh, it is. I cannot tell you how often she just told me, she goes, Macalyn, this problem will go away in the morning. We need to get some sleep. Because I think oftentimes, I don't know if this is a womanly thing or just a me thing, but I tend to think every single problem has to be solved before I go to bed. And because of that, I stay up late and then I get more tired and more fatigued and my emotions soar even more. And it doesn't end up helping anybody. You're responsible for getting enough rest so you can serve your husband, and or if you're not married, to create a home that you're proud of and that the Lord is proud of. If you're not getting enough rest, then you're more prone to sin, because Satan knows how to tempt us, and when we're not well rested, we struggle, or at least I do. I struggle a lot more with fighting off temptations and making biblical choices. However, on that note, I do think it's important to mention that there definitely will be seasons where rest is just not an option. There's something going on in your family or whatnot, and rest evades you. And those are the days when you'll really have to rely on God and His strength, and that's okay. What I'm talking about is more of staying up till 2 a.m. on TikTok or on social media, YouTube, watching movies, things that are not necessities, so much so that you are exhausted the next day because you were not a good steward of your time. That's the kind of rest we need to be protecting. And then trust God when the situations come up that we don't get as much rest as we like. I hope these tips and tricks have encouraged you if you are striving to be a homemaker someday and would like to know, okay, where do I get started? It sounds so complicated. Oh, how do I know if I can manage a home? I hope these things help, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Hope you have a great day. Bye. Cheers.